So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this tutorial video, we are going to learn about our CSS pagination. Okay, so it means want to see your page we see in the website. Okay, that's type of pagination we are going to create here. So let's create our simple pagination. Okay, so for that I'm going to write here our div tag and give them the class as a, then close. In div tag I'm going to write here our anchor tag hyperreference link as a empty. Okay, then I'm gonna write it here as a 1. So I'm just gonna copy this one, then paste. Okay, so let's give them the name 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, then save. As you can see, this is how it look like. If you want to add your left hand side FYI, you can also do that. So let's give them. For that you need to write down here add and sign, then LA this one, then save. As you can see the arrow sign left and next left side. Okay, if you want this also on the end you can do this. Just copy this one, then paste it. We need to change it here. Okay, as you can see we need to give them the right direction. This is the left direction. For that we need to write down R. As you can see it's become now right direction. Okay, so that is how pagination simple works here. Now let's add the color and the floating here. Okay, and border and all. So let's write down in the style attribute tag. So I'm gonna write here, or we use here class. So I definitely write here dot a. Then I'm going to display as a block or as an inline block. So let's take it as an inline block. Then dot a. This is my anchor link. As you can see, this is my A. That's why I write down here A. If you use here any paragraph, then you use. So you need to write down that. Okay, according to which you use. So I'm gonna write here color as a black. Then let's give it a try as a float. Let's give them as a left side float. Then let's add padding. We don't gonna add padding right now, so you can understand. So I can write down here text decoration as a none. So as you can see, now let's add some space here. For that, we need to use here our padding. So I'm gonna write here 10 pixel and 20 pixel. Then save. So as you can see, our basic simple 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is how it look like in 100%. Okay. So I'm zoom it here right now to 50%. Okay. So this is our simple pagination. Now let's do some active and hoverable pagination. Okay. So let's start with our class which we already write. So let's take this active. Active means it's all whenever we open our website, it's gonna open our phone number or file number page. Okay, automatically. That's why we need to use for class. Okay, you can give them the any name. If you want to give them B name, then you can also do that. But I'm gonna give the active name here. Okay, so let's give that here as a phone number as a class active. So I write down the active here, then save. It's not because we didn't give the code here. Okay, so for that we need to give them dot a. We need to write down a dot active. Curly brackets open and close. Then let's write down here background color as a green. Then let's write down here as a color. Let's take it as a color white. Then save. As you can see, whenever it's going to open our this phone number page. Whenever we open our website, it's going to open the phone page. This is for our active which we use class. Okay, as you can see our background color is green and this is our white color. Okay, let's give them the hoverable here. Whenever we move our mouse here, is change the background color and all. So you can also do that. But if you don't want to move these one, okay. If you, as you can see, if we use these as a hoverable as a gray color, when we move over here, if you don't want to, you can also do that. Okay. So for that, you need to write down here. So just write down here dot capital A, then hover as a not. You need to give the condition here, and I use my class name active. Okay, this is my condition for that. You can also say that. So I give them as a background color gray. Then save. As you can see, whenever we hover here, others are gray color. As you can see, others are all in gray color. But when we move our mouse over here, it's not, because we give the condition as a not here in dot active class. Okay, so that is how it works, guys. If you have any query, write down in the comment section. Okay, now let's move forward to our rounded active and hoverable buttons. Okay, so we are gonna give the rounded active here. If you want to give them the rounded, okay, you can also do that. So let's give them the, as you can, let's open our, as you can see is square right now. Okay, same as this. So let's give them the radius here. There's a rounded, so I'm gonna write it here in this border radius. Okay, I gave them as a 6 pixel, then save. As you can see my radius here, let's give them more radius so you can easily see that. I give them 20 pixel. So as you can see, that is how you can change. If you don't want, then 10 pixel. So as you can see, square becomes roundable, and this is our square only. So you can also do that if you want to change the border radius. So let's just copy this one and paste it here, then save. As you can see, all now becomes radius rounded active. Okay, and this is our hoverable buttons. As you can see, whenever we hoverable here, it's become rounded active. So that is how it works. Now let's move forward to our transition effect on hover. Whenever we move, it's become transition. Okay, effect you wanna give. So for that, we need to write down here transition. In previous videos we learned. Okay, so let's write down here background color transition as a background color. So let's give them background color 0.6. If you don't want this in second, you can also do that. So let's give them the second here. And if you don't want this 0, you can also do that. So as you can see, whenever I move my mouse over here, as you can see, it takes some times here, and it takes also the background color. Okay, so let's give them as a 10, then save. So as you can see, if I do here 1 second, then save. Let's open. Yeah, it take 1 second to preview here. As you can see, if you also want the, as you can see, whenever we move, it shows square brackets here. If you want to remove that, you just need to write down here as a, sorry, let's just cut this and write down all. Okay, so that is how it affect all the elements whichever we use as a border radius, whichever you use is gonna be affected by 1 second. If you do that here 2 seconds, then this is how it's done. It takes 2 seconds to time. So that is how it's done, guys. Okay. Now let's move forward to our border pagination. Let's have border some here. So you can also do that by that. So here let's gonna write here border as a 1 pixel solid black. Then save. As you can see our border here. Okay. Whenever I move my mouse over here, it's become like this transition. And this is our selected here. That's why it's showing like that. Okay. If you want to do the rounded borders, okay, you can also do that. As you can see, if you want to do the rounded borders also. So let's start with the first and last as a rounded. Okay, we are gonna take these first and last as a rounded here. So for that, we need to write down here in the new one dot a dot sorry is an first child. Okay, first child. We are gonna use it here as a first child and last child. So I'm gonna write here border top right radius or as a left. So I'm gonna give the first child as a left because it's left side right now. That's why. So I'm gonna give them here 10 pixel. So then let's just copy this one and paste. Just change down here bottom. Then save. Let's see output. As you can see, my left hand side is roundable here already. Okay, so let's just copy this one, then paste. Let's give them the name as the last child here, which we need to change it here right, then save. So as you can see, this is my right side right now. Okay, it's changed it here. Okay, so that is how you can change the rounded borders here, guys. Okay, now let's move forward to our pagination with margins. Okay, so for that we need to write down here margins as a x and y. So I'm going to give that 0 and 2 pixel, then save. So as you can see, space here. That is how it look like. If you do the minimum, then write 1. As you can see, if you write down here 0.5, then it's become like this. So that is how you can adjust here. Okay. So that is how you can add the pagination with margins. Okay, guys. Now let's move forward to our pagination size. Okay. As you can see the C size, and if we do 100%, okay, then it's become like too small. Okay, guys, as you can see, it's become too small. If you want this bigger size, you can also do that. Okay, so I'm gonna write down here as a font size as a 20 pixel, then save. As you can see, it's become more. So let's give them as a 60 pixel. So as you can see, our text font size is bigger right now. So that is how you can control the pagination size here, guys. Okay, now let's move forward to our center pagination. Okay, so for that I'm gonna create a new class here. Okay, for our center pagination. So I'm gonna write down here new div. Then I'm gonna write down here class as a center name, which I write. Then let's just cut this and paste it here. Then save. Okay, so I'm gonna write down here dot center curly brackets open and close. Okay, guys. Now I'm gonna write down here text alignment center. I'm not saving right now. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so let's just save this, and as you can see, my pagination in center mode right now. Okay, so that is how you can do pagination size, margin, borders, pagination center. Okay, rounded borders and all. Okay, let's take more example of it. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one. Okay, our center one. Let's take more example of it. So let's just clear this one. So I clear this one, and then I'm gonna write down our new point. Okay, I'm gonna add our greater than sign. Okay, so I'm gonna add the greater than sign here our new class. Okay, so let's just write down. As you can see, I give them the class A. So I'm gonna create here the new class, okay guys, as a du class capital A, then close. So I'm just gonna copy this one of these two, and paste. So I'm gonna write down here greater than sign, and here also greater than sign. So let's give them here less than sign, then save. Okay. So as you can see, this is our buttons right now. See that here, left hand side and right hand side. If you want this in this side, you can also do that. Okay guys, this is how you can add left and right hand side, okay, buttons if you want to. Now let's move forward to bread our breadcrumbs. That's called the pagination variation calls breadcrumbs. Okay, so I'm gonna take this example. Okay, so let's just clear this one right now. So at least you can understand. That's why I write down this one. Now let's move forward to our breadcrumbs. So another variation of pagination is so-called breadcrumbs. Okay, so I'm gonna start with our new. Okay, so let's write down here ul as a and class as a. This is our, we are gonna write it here li. Then I'm gonna cut this one and paste it here, and I'm right here as a home. Okay, then let's just copy this one. Let's just copy and let's clear this one and paste. So I give them the name as a shorts. Okay, then I give them the videos and I give them the name as playlist. I'm gonna clear this anchor link in here. Okay, now let's save. This is our liul, we are gonna use it here. Okay, so let's just clear this one. Let's see how it look like. This is how it look like, home, source, videos, playlist. If we use li tag here, that's why it's showing our circle here, so we can also clear that one, no problem. So I'm gonna write down here our ul dot capital A and curly brackets open and close. Then I write down here padding as a 10 pixel and 20 pixel, whichever you want. List style as a, let's give them as a none. You don't need it right now. And background color as a gray. And save. As you can see, this is my background color list look like right now. Okay. Now, if you want to change this one as padding as a 1, as you can see, this is how you can do that. If you want this 2 pixel only, you can also do that. Then it's going to become like this. Then save. Now let's write down our ul dot capital A li display as a inline. Display as a inline. Then save. So as you can see, here how is changed here our display inline. It's not showing this vertical mode right now. Now let's move forward to our ul dot capital A li and a. This is anchor link, we use it here. That's why. Okay. Then curly brackets open and close. I give them the color as a blue. Then save. So as you can see, this is how our blue color is adds here. As you can see, this is how it look like. Okay. Now if you want to add here something slash, okay, where we see here slash buttons, sorry, not buttons, as a slash arrow. So you can also add that. Okay. For that you need to write down here. Let's give them the space ul dot capital A, then li plus sign li ram after. Okay, or as a before, if you want this as a before, you can also do that. Just write down here before. Then I'm gonna write down here padding as a 10 pixel. Then I'm gonna give the color as a black. Then the content as a slash. We need to write down in inverted comma. Okay, guys. Then this is we need to write down here 00A. This is the code for our slash sign, as you can see, and this is clickable, and this is our text. Okay, so that is how it works, guys. Okay, now if you have any query, write down in the comment section, and for the source code, also write down your email ID in the comment section. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.